This tax is your tax. This tax is my tax. Let's bring that money back to Minnesota SA.
I do think that we have some priorities out of line, and so that's why I'm here to point out that there is a national effort to try to get people on a local level to think, people in positions of authority like yourselves, to think about the priorities that we're having. You some questions right now. Can we spend $1 trillion+ on war without cutting essential services on the local level? And tell us about the community development block grants. Has our city, has Lakeville seen cuts in grants that it would normally get? What are the ramifications? How much does the federal government spend on war, and how much on local communities in the United States? How has this changed in the last 10 years? How many local tax dollars have been spent to fund recent wars and an escalating Pentagon budget while local needs go unmet?
Question, we talk about federal budgetary decisions, how they impact our local community, and a resolution to address these issues. Personally, I have quite a vested stake in not seeing police and fire departments cut a lot of these things. 2 years ago, because quick responders down the Lakeville, my daughter's life was saved from a head-on car crash. So minutes and seconds save lives, and I certainly would hate to see any more cuts to the budget here locally. The questions are, can we spend $1 trillion+ on war without cutting essential services on the local level? Tell us about community development block grants. Has our city seen cuts? What are the ramifications? How much does the federal government spend on war? And how much on local communities in the U.S.? How many local tax dollars have been spent to fund recent wars and an escalating Pentagon budget while local needs go unmet? Basically, those are the questions, and again, I want to thank everybody for letting me speak here today.
A part of the National Resolutions Week on military spending, where we connect the dots between local austerity and federal spending priorities. And we've got action with the Duluth City Council, St. Paul, Minneapolis, Lakeville. We're not definitely on the agenda on all of those. We just got a commitment from St. Paul. So we're asking local city councils to weigh in kind of all at once during the first week in October, which marks the 11-year anniversary of the Afghan war. So.
Well, I think we'll weigh in to the extent that we'll take questions that you've asked, do the research into it. I don't know that we see the connection as clearly or in the same way as you do. And look into it, research it, get the memo back to you and the information back to you that we suggested.
Okay. So, yeah, just one last thing. Out of the discretionary budget, where 59% is dedicated to military spending, the housing and human development, I believe that's the part of the budget that the community development block grants come out of, and that's money that goes directly to city councils. So that is the connection. Thank you.
Thank you much.
Yeah, we're here tonight at the Eagan City Council, attended the listening session. We were able to introduce a resolution, asked if we can get on the next agenda to talk about it more, about the military spending and how it affects our community. And we're hoping it goes through, and hopefully get an answer back soon to them. And they said they would, and hopefully get on the agenda and continue this discussion.
Great.
Started.
Council is now in session. Roll call.
Stark, Thune, Tolbert, Boston, Breadmo, and Carter. Council President Lantry. 7 present, no one absent.
Please stand for the pledge of the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
roll call. Stark, Thune, Tolbert, Bostrom, Brenmo, and Carter. Council President Lantry. 7 in favor, none opposed. Consent agenda is adopted as amended.
Just wanted to clarify, sometimes we move quickly in the council chambers here, and I just wanted to let our guests know that through the passage of the consent agenda, item number 10 passed 7-0.
It passed.
Passed.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
Hi, and I'm just going to follow up. I'm Colleen Rowley, Ross's wife, live at the same address. And I actually have this in writing so that if you didn't remember when he was talking, I have these 4 questions. And one of the main questions is how much, if any, has Apple Valley lost in terms of community block grants? There's a graph that shows community block grants generally going down, but we don't really know if Apple Valley has had that problem. But that's one of the questions. Also, I have taken the liberty, I have that national mayor's resolution on redirecting, it's basically a request on the part of city governments to ask their federal counterparts to redirect that military war spending for local needs. And it's passed. Yesterday it passed in St. Paul. And it's passed around the country in Los Angeles, Hartford, Connecticut, Philadelphia. So, and in many other cities in Minnesota are hearing the same thing. So I've got the St. Paul resolution that passed. I've got the mayor's, and it's all in a little packet. So can I hand these to you?
If you please give those to our city clerk,
Okay,
please.
I made.
That would be great.
All right, I made 5 copies, and we would like to be put, now because we have such limited time, we would like this for official agenda. So the request is for this resolution, this draft resolution, to be put on the official agenda for a future time. And then and I also forgot one more thing. I have little cards that are produced by the Vets for Peace about military spending. They have a lot of facts and figures in them. So I'll leave one of those for you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
This tax is your tax. This tax is my tax. Let's bring that money back to Minnesota ASAP.